Hi everyone, welcome to week 12 of the course. It's hard to believe it, but we're moving into our final fantasy novel as we look at N.K. Jemisin's The Fifth Season. After this, we have only one more book remaining, as we're going to be finishing with Charlie Jane Anders' All the Birds in the Sky. All the Birds in the Sky, though, combines science fiction and fantasy and brings them into conflict with each other in a really interesting way. So the fifth season is going to be our last look at fantasy. And even it isn't a typical fantasy. It may bring in potentially some scientific or science fictional elements, which you should be on the lookout for. To give you a little background about the novel, N.K. Jemisin published it in 2015, and it won the Hugo Award the next year in 2016. It's the first book in a trilogy. So you may find when you finish it that it ends on a cliffhanger. It leaves you with a sense of incompleteness. The really good news, though, is that she has published the remaining 2 books in the trilogy since then. So you're welcome, if you enjoyed the book and want to know what happens next, to go out, track them down, and finish the story. It's not like Game of Thrones, where we're probably going to be waiting another 20 years for George R.R. Martin to come out with the next book. So, I hope you enjoy the 5th season. It is an intense book. It does tackle difficult and challenging themes, and some people might find it quite disturbing. So if you need to put the book down, take a break from it, get some fresh air, do what you need to do, feel absolutely free to do that. It is a tough read. Even I struggle with some parts of it. Nonetheless, I think it represents a really important trend in fantasy, which is that it reflects on issues going on in the world at the moment, rather than simply providing pure escapism. So I think it represents an interesting and important new trend in fantasy, which is why I wanted us to look at it. Beyond that, please remember that you have Textual Response 3 coming up. It's going to be due on the 14th of November. So if you haven't yet started to look at and think about what you need to do for it, please make sure you do that early this week so you have plenty of time to think and write. So I look forward to seeing what you think of the 5th season. I think it's a really great book and you'll have interesting discussions about it. Take care. Bye.